Welcome to the Minecraft tutorial for the Technology Mon on how to build and construct a Port Authority. So we're just going to go through the steps, and it'll be a little bit quicker than the first video on the construction yard. I'll be pausing it a lot more often. If you have questions, you can always contact me. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and move into the Golden City and go and purchase the thing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Obviously you need a golden ingot. Now we're in the city and we're going to make our way up to purchasing the technology. So basically it's going to go that direction. Alright, now that we've made it to the building technology section of the Golden City, you'll notice that in front of me I have all the different building technologies. Just as before, instead of buying the construction yard, we're going to go ahead and buy the Port Authority. If you walk up to it and click the button, it's going to tell you need 20 emeralds and to equip your emerald in order to pay for it. So I got my 20 emeralds on me, and I'm going to right click on it and it'll purchase the technology, which will then give me access to the plans. So we right click, and now I've discovered the Port Authority plans. Perfect. So now we're all set to go ahead and return back to Steenville and start working on placing our Port Authority plans. Basically it's telling me right now that once the plans are placed, right click on it to start placing the scripts that will activate all the benefits of this building. Now right click a block with a wand to set trigger or add to an existing trigger. And basically, like I said before, whenever you see the right click on a block with your bone equipped to place your Port Authority plans, whenever you see the now right click a block, you want to make sure you don't have that bone equipped until you get to where you want to put those plans. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and close this off and make sure I do not have those bones equipped so that I don't accidentally place it somewhere. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and make my way back. Alright, and as usual, just go ahead and sleep in the bed. This will put you in limbo, and then you can right click on this. It'll make you wake up. And we're back to where we're set. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is kind of go to wherever your construction site is located. And mine's located over here, so just going to go ahead and open up the store if I'm having problems as the world loads in. Alright, so go ahead and go into my construction yard. Alright, now that I'm in my construction yard, I've already built my Port Authority plans bench. I put a sign underneath it, I put a bookcase, and I put a trapdoor right here. That's how the way I like to make it. Once again, you can make it any way you would like. But now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and place your plans. So basically get your wand out, and I'm going to place it right on here on the trapdoor. And so have the wand, right click, and add a script. So now your Port Authority plans are stored on this guy right here. So now that the plans are placed, when you click on it, just normal, with a normal hand or with any other object, you get, in order to open and activate the plans, you need to equip a paper and right click on it. It'll also tell you that what your current stage is. So your current stage is completed, current item is equipped to 0. Most likely your current stage is going to be purchased, not completed. And then it's going to say what item you have equipped. So that's just basically, that's there in place so that you can actually like close and open these things without starting it all over again. It also allows you basically to be in the middle of building your building and then actually go to build something else, because you can see what stage you're on just by, without having your paper equipped, right clicking on each thing. It'll tell you what stage you're in. The only one you don't want to ever click on really is the construction yard plans. So, alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do now is select our paper and click on this. Alright, when you click on it, you're going to see it's going to say you unravel the plans and begin to build your Port Authority. You are now ready to start breaking ground on building a new Port Authority. So what you're going to want to do now is, since you've clicked on it with paper, it's going to activate all of the building sections. So right now, the first building section is always going to be your breaking ground. So we're going to go ahead and want to break ground on it. So what I'm going to show you here is an example of clicking on the breaking ground script without having paper equipped. It's going to say that it's not ready, that the Port Authority stage is completed and the current item equipped is 0. The reason why it's not ready is because I simply don't have a paper equipped. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to show you what happens when you don't have the right amount of items. So I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these items in my inventory. And I'm going to click on it without those. So I'm going to go ahead and click the paper. It says not ready because alright, so that now that if I equip this and I right click on it, once again it'll say now you need 320 wooden planks and 64 fence before you can begin your project. So just make sure when you're picking your wooden planks that they're all the same type. So, you know, for example, I have all jungle wooden planks. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 320 here. Just going to grab more than 320 just to make sure I have it. And you go back here and you're going to go ahead and now when I right click on this, boom. Now move to the location in which you are going to build. Once you finish building, come back and click on the next stage. So basically what I'm going to do now is go build it. So I can go ahead and take all the stuff I have in my inventory and go build it. And wow, look, I've already built it. Anyway, so this is an example Port Authority. Once you create it, it should look somewhat like this. Make sure that you have plenty of ladders for people to get up out of the water into your thing. And then this is where they dock. So you're going to have one place on a Port Authority where they can dock, and it should look somewhat similar to this, where you have a sign like this saying, hey, this is the dock. A sign underneath says Naderstein's Port Authority. Right click on fence to dock. So I'm going to put all my scripts on this fence right here. And that's kind of, if people use I would make sure to kind of have your dock somewhat similar so people kind of understand where they can click to dock. It's also very important that you place ladders right next to it because as soon as they dock, they're going to, that's going to kind of where they're going to be bound. So they're going to want to get out of the water and climb up here so they get bound on the dock rather than the water because it'd be a pain to be bound in the water. All right, so after you're done building, which obviously I already built mine, but once you're done building it, you come back here. And you're going to want to do the next stage, which is claiming ownership. So once again, you need a piece of paper equipped, which is basically your plans. Just kind of think about that's what a piece of paper is supposed to resemble. So we're basically taking the plans and we're doing the next stage, which is ownership. You right click on it. And it says player Naderstein now has, that's just making it so that I can place the plans. Now it says it's been granted a deed. You have 5 minutes to place this deed on your building. So now I basically want to go run over there. So to place this deed, check Google Drive document. Or you can watch this video, obviously, for the command that you need to use in order to claim ownership. So now it's telling me where I should claim the ownership. It's telling me that for the Port Authority, I need to claim ownership on the docking hook or buoy, which needs to be accessible from the water, but also within 3 blocks of land. Now, go and specify ownership of those sections using the command. Hurry, you only have 5 minutes. Then come back here to place the powers on that same area. Alright, so basically we're going to go ahead and run over here to where I was talked about earlier, where I want to place these commands. Make sure you have a bone, by the way, before you run over here. And now, obviously, I don't have the command, so I have to go grab it, and you can always, grab it from this video. So right now I'm grabbing it from my Google Drive. Alright, now so I go ahead and I copied it and now I'm pasting it. And here you can see that we have the script already here. This is a script you're going to want to use. The very, very important part is this part where it says Naderstein. You have to change it to your Minecraft player name, exactly how your Minecraft player name is that you see when you chat. Because if you don't, that's what decides the ownership, that name right there. So if you use somebody else's name, it's going to give ownership to them, and they're going to make money and not you. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter after I type this all out, and right-click with the bone on the fence gate. There you go. So now that's got ownership. So this dock now is owned to me. So alright, now I'm going to go ahead and run back. And basically the next step would be go ahead and go to the next step, which is powers. Alright, so for the powers, what you're going to want to do basically is select your paper again and right click on it. Alright, so now I have 5 minutes to place the power on my building, and in this one basically it's going to say To place this power, you will